New Year smash on AEW, and what a way the show ended. But we're going to get there, so stay tuned. This is your AEW Dynamite review. What's up, Maniacs? My name is Mex. I'm a wrestling fan, a wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleManiac, if you will. And today we are talking AEW Dynamite. It was New Year's Smash, their TV special, which was kind of counteracting New Year's Evil, which was happening on NXT. And again, another brilliant show. Really treated on Wednesday night to just two brilliant wrestling shows. The drama that ended this one, though. I'm sure you've read the title, so we're going to get to it in just a second. So stay tuned. Right here at WrestleManiac UK, I discuss everything that's WWE and AEW. So if this sounds like the place for you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. And remember, thumbs up, smash the like button as well. It's thoroughly appreciated right here at WrestleManiac UK. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the review. And the show started with the Young Bucks and SCU versus the Acclaimed and the Hybrid 2. We're beginning to see the Hybrid 2 more and more this second year of AEW, and they deserve it. Excellent tag team, and the Acclaimed as well. They sat nicely in this match. The new younger guys as well, just really showing what they're about against obviously Young Bucks, the tag team champions. We know enough about them. And then SCU, which are this team which looks like they're in their, they're on their last hurrah, their final lap, basically. They look like they're not going to be together for much longer. And there's more on that at the end of this match. But this was just a brilliant way to kick off, the first Dynamite of the year. Trust it to be tag team action. They invest so heavily into their tag team division, and it was a brilliant, wild and chaotic match. This was all action. I don't even know where to begin to start naming, the spots that happened in this match. One of those ones you just have to go and watch. It was just very, very fun, an energetic way to start the show. And in the end, we thought we were going to see a Meltzer driver, but instead, Christopher Daniels went up top and he done the best moonsault ever into like the Meltzer driver and got the pin. So the Bucks and SCU defeated the Acclaimed and Hybrid 2. Afterwards, we saw SCU, Kazarian's SCU. He turned around and said, look, we all know of the stipulation I gave to Christopher Daniels a couple of weeks back. The next time we lose, we are done. But I'm not trying to lose. I'm trying to make this show go on. And he said, Christopher Daniels said to the Young Bucks, we respect you guys. We love you guys so much. And we have your back in any circumstance, apart from when we are coming for those tag team championships. So they've kind of stated their claim, and all men, held their hands aloft celebrating their win. But I guess maybe SCU versus the Young Bucks, whenever we do get that match, may be the end of us seeing Kazarian and Christopher Daniels together. So I'll be very interesting whenever that does happen and how they're going to deal with that. But yeah, great start to the show. And next up on the show, we had something we had to wait, an extra week or so for, because of the tribute show, the great tribute show to Brody Lee. But it was Jon Moxley returning to Dynamite. And when Moxley comes out with a mic, you listen. I'm telling you, this guy is one of the best promos today. And especially the way he delivers the promo, very impassioned. And he was basically saying that, yes, I was cheated against Kenny Omega on 2nd of December. Winter is coming for the AEW World title, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to bitch about it. It is what it is. I'm from a place where, we can't complain about stuff. You just deal with the cards that you're dealt. And yeah, it is what it is, and he's not going to go and disrupt Kenny Omega's AEW title match with Rey Fenix on the night. That's not fair to Rey Fenix. I'm going to get Kenny Omega back. He's a marked man. All of that kind of stuff. The way he delivered it was just so good, so intriguing, and you just knew he meant business. You just knew he weren't messing about. So, yeah, Kenny Omega was going to have a run-in on the night with Jon Moxley. So it was we're kind of waiting for that. But yeah, great to see Jon Moxley back on the show. And after, I guess, maybe he finishes dealing with Kenny Omega and everything like that. It'll be interesting to see whereabouts he falls and what he's going to kind of move on to next. But yeah, John Moxley back on the show. It was absolutely spectacular here. And yeah, I can't wait to see what, once Kenny Omega's done ducking him, where we're going to go with that. Next match on the card was the big horse fight that we have been waiting to see for some time. Wardlow versus Jake Hager. And I will be the first to admit that this match was better than I ever thought it was going to be. I just didn't think. I just had no faith that this was going to be a decent wrestling match. And you know what? I'll hand it to him. Wardlow was very, very good in this match. Obviously, he's training. He's new to wrestling out of the two in this match. Jake Hager's the more experienced one. But Wardlow was so good. We saw that senton that he does, from the top of the rope. And of course, we saw just a violent kind of horse fight. Both guys going at it, big clubbering blows and everything like that. Big power moves in and outside of the ring. In the end, Wardlow gets the win with the F10. And you know what? That F10 as well looks brilliant. Wardlow is a very strong guy. He has to be, because I've seen him do that F10 to the likes of Jungle Boy or Marco Stunt, and it looks good anyway because they just go spinning. But to do that to Jake Hager, Jake Hager went spinning as if he's the same size as Marco Stunt. It was proper good and very impressive. And it seemed to me as well that win meant a lot to him. It came across in his emotion after the match. So very happy for him. And it was a nice touch. We had the inner circle all ringside watching this particular match go on. Obviously, these are both inner circle guys in the ring. And afterwards, they all got in the ring, congratulated Wardlow, congratulated Hager. Hager and Wardlow showed a sign of respect to each other as well. And then backstage later on in the night, we saw MJF go to Hager's dressing room, and Hager was still pretty much annoyed with the result, but he told Hager, you're a winner. Like, don't worry. It was a very good fight, and you're a winner as well, and I got your back and stuff. And Hager appreciated that, but he told MJF, just let me blow off some steam effectively. So it looks like maybe all the infighting in Inner Circle is maybe done, and we can move on to something else regarding them. But this was a really good match. Like I say, better than I definitely thought it would be. Let me know what you guys thought of it down below in the comments. Next up, we had Darby Allin and Brian Cage weighing in for their TNT Championship match, which is going to take place next week on part 2 of New Year's Smash. This segment at first, when it started, I was just like, what is this? Like, all these Team Taz guys come out and Darby comes out, like, what's the point? But then I think what it was, and it's quite smart actually, is to put over how much bigger Brian Cage is than Darby Allin. So they had this weigh-in, they both got on the scales. Brian Cage is 100 pounds heavier than Darby Allin. It's absolutely crazy. Really and truly, Darby Allin should stand no chance at all against Brian Cage. We're gonna see how they pull it out. I'm expecting Darby Allin to win next week. Maybe we get the help of a certain Crow, but he's gonna have to pull something out the bag to beat Brian Cage next week. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see. And it didn't end there. Darby Allin took to the mic, which I don't remember him ever doing before. Is this one of the first promos he's cut in AEW? Put it down below in the comments if it is. I can't remember, but I don't remember him taking to the mic ever before this. And he said, look, let's just stop this act of everyone here, blah, blah, blah. Let's get down to the fun stuff, he said. And he dropped the mic, picked up his skateboard, and was ready to attack Team Taz. And Taz told Shivani did he say to take the mic and get your white ass out the ring? Yeah, whatever. And then it looked like Team Taz were about to attack when all of a sudden lights went out. Sting comes down to the ring with the baseball bat, and you can probably see in my face the lack of enthusiasm I've got here, because we have been seeing this since Sting debuted, which was what? Winter is Coming. Since 2nd of December, we have seen Sting come down to the ring. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but bat in hand and not really do much. Yes, he's now taking Darby's side. We can see that, but come on, what's next? What is this? What is the Stinger here to do? You see what I mean? Like, it's getting a bit boring, this act of him just coming out to Darby Allin's rescue. What is Sting here to do in AEW? Am I the only one that feels like this? Guys, put it down below in the comments what you think of, Sting's return so far. But we've literally had 1 month of more or less the same thing. Barring 1 week, he had an interview with Tony Schiavone. Every other week, this has been it. And I'm sure Sting is going to be at ringside for Darby Allin's match next week. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, this was a decent segment. We just need to have some advances here with Sting and Darby Allin and their relationship. Before we move on to the next match with a celebrity feature, should I say. Guys, if you're enjoying this review, please make sure you smash the like button, give us a thumbs up. It's thoroughly appreciated right here at WrestleManiac UK. And it does loads for the channel. So if you haven't already, please smash the like button. Thank you very much. Next up on the show, Cody Rhodes versus Matt Sydal. And it was not Arn Anderson that walked Cody Rhodes to the ring this week. It was Snoop Dogg. Cody Rhodes Go Big Show co-judge. I think that's what he is. They're both judges on this Go Big Show on TNT. And this is pretty much what this match was for. And Snoop Dogg's appearance, pretty much just to put over this new show that is coming out on TNT. But Cody Rhodes did have a really good match with Matt Sydal. And, Cody Rhodes is beginning to enter what I call... I don't know what you call them, like, was it world class, or he's just becoming a very, very good wrestler that can have a good match with anybody. He's very, very reliable. And this match with Matt Sydal was really good. Matt Sydal showing us his athletic side as per usual, but as well still showing us this new technical side that he's got as well to him. A lot of submissions and holds and stuff like that. In the end, Cody got the win after an attempted shooting star press, and he got the knees up. Cody got the knees up, which looked very painful for Matt Sydal when he landed, and we got a crossroads and a pin. After the match, Luther and Serpentico, which were accidentally hit during the match, came into the ring to attack Cody and Matt Sydal. Eventually, Cody and Matt Sydal fought them off. And then Snoop Dogg, who was at ringside playing Arn Anderson, playing coach all match, got up on top of the top rope and delivered what I can only call... Do I even call it a jump or a fall onto Serpentico? You just need... Go on YouTube it and see it if you haven't seen it. I guess it's just one of those things that are going to make TV in America like, oh, Snoop Dogg was in wrestling this week and he did this. It was just crazy. But yeah, Snoop Dogg fell onto Serpentico from the top rope. Let's just call it that. Or jumped onto him, however you like. So yeah, decent match. Little segment with celebrities, little bit of mainstream action. That's what it's all about. Next up, we had a match I was really interested in seeing. AEW Women's Championship was on the line. Hikaru Shida defending against Abaddon, who has been terrorizing Hikaru Shida in recent weeks. Didn't even hardly let Shida out of the tunnel. Once she came out onto the entranceway, onto the stage, Abaddon attacked. And I thought Shida would retain this match, but, Abaddon has been doing some really good work in recent weeks. And if I'm completely honest, I enjoyed this match. A lot of this match was really good. It's like she wasn't fighting a woman. It was just this entity, and even JR called it that, this entity in the ring against Shida. There was the biting and everything, biting her leg, biting her neck, leaving this blood or thing that resembles blood on all of these kind of body parts of Shida. There was a part where Abaddon went under the ring and dragged Shida under the ring with her, emerged from under the ring, and that's when Shida emerged afterwards with blood all over her neck. Yeah, absolutely crazy match. I thought this match was really good. I don't know what other people think, but I enjoyed this match for what it was. The one thing that went against it for me was the finish. We saw Shida do, I think it's like the running knee move that she does while their opponent is on the ground, and hit Abaddon with it and pinned Abaddon. And I just feel like Abaddon has been built up so well over this last couple weeks. Yes, that is Shida's finishing move, but we can clearly see Abaddon is not one of us. She's not like a human being just like that. She's a bit of a zombie. There's something about her, and I just think that it should have taken something more than just the running knee to knock out Abaddon. Maybe she does about 4 or 5 of those and then pins her and wins. That would have been fine. But I just think one and then a pin was a bit unfair for all the work that Abaddon has put in the last couple of weeks. I just thought the finish wasn't big enough, maybe. But let me know what you guys think on that. Last but not least, we had match of the year candidate. And what? As I'm recording this is the 7th of January. Probably definitely going to be, TV match of the year. AEW World Championship match. Rey Fenix going up against the champion, Kenny Omega, with Don Callis in his corner. It's just fantastic. And we know these guys are going to have a fantastic match. And we know these guys, we've seen their matches before. And yet they still deliver a match that doesn't look like anything they have delivered before. Absolutely incredible. I went out on a whim. I put my neck out on the line a couple weeks back before the new year, and I said Rey Fenix is better than Rey Mysterio. And a lot of people got onto me. A lot of people. Rey Mysterio is the greatest mask of all time. 100%. That it can't be argued. And I'll get on to anyone that argues that. But Rey Fenix as a competitor, I might even say something mad here that some people might consider mad. I think he is just light years better than Rey Mysterio in terms of an in-ring talent, in-ring ability. Rey Fenix is crazy. He's absolutely crazy. And Kenny Omega matched his madness. It was an absolute crazy match. I can't do spot for spot in this match because there's too many. It's too many. You have to go and watch this match. This match was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely amazing. Of one of the finishing sequences saw I think Rey Fenix dived at Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega caught him upside down like a reverse tombstone kind of position and dropped him on his head. Went to pin him. He came out of the pin. He picked him up straight away. One Wing Angel, bang, down. That's it. We know no one gets up from that one. Pins him. He retains. Like, we didn't learn anything here apart from Kenny Omega and One Wing Angel aren't anyone there's not a combination that can be minced. After the match, Don Callis came into the ring. On the mic, he was basically saying that, we're not done right with Rey Fenix and all of that. He showed the Titron backstage where Butcher and Blade and Eddie Kingston were pinning down, had beaten up Death Triangle, which is obviously Rey Fenix's faction. And he said that they're going to continue beating up Rey Fenix and stuff like that. I can't remember who it was that came in first, but at this point, we saw some guys get into the... Moxley. Moxley came to the ring at this point. Just remembered. Moxley came to the ring at this point and came to, get his revenge on Kenny Omega. And he did with his barbed wired bat, he did get some element of revenge until the Good Brothers came through the crowd, entered the ring, and beat up Moxley. Obviously, the Good Brothers, we know these guys have been running with Omega over on Impact, and we know their storied history. Let's not even get into that. They came with their Impact championships as well. So Impact AEW, we're here. We're fully in bed together like this. Like it's amazing. It's great to see. So Moxley got beaten down, and literally Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., all these other guys ringside tried to get into the ring, and the way Kenny Omega and Gallows and Anderson just held off the ring like a fort, beating up anyone that came near them in the ring. Like, it was amazing. It was so good to see. until it looked like they were going to continue their attack on Moxley and Ray Phoenix. And you saw the Young Bucks run down to the ring, almost telling everyone, stop, what are you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. You saw, I think it was Griff Garrison got back up on the edge of the ring, and you saw Matt Jackson deliver a super kick to Griff Garrison. So you heard the crowd audibly gasp, like, oh, are they turning, sort of thing. Kenny Omega noticed that, and Kenny Omega, first to do it, he threw up the 2 Sweet. We saw Gallows and Anderson join him. We saw Nick Jackson join, and just as my broadcast anyway was about to cut off, we saw Matt Jackson somewhat reluctantly also join as well. Bullet Club reformed. Bullet Club set to run riot across AEW and Impact. Guys, if I'm correct, this is the first time we have seen Bullet Club as Bullet Club, on major TV programming in America. I know they've had some what do you call it? They've had some presence in the past on Ring of Honor, but Impact in AEW, that's big. Bullet Club are about. It's going to be very interesting as well to see, what was the conflict with the Young Bucks in joining these guys, if there is any, and what are they going on to do now, these guys as a unit. Craziness. It's mad. It is mad to think wrestling, these promotions have all joined up and this is what we're getting. But yeah, good to see, man. I'm enjoying it, and I'm sure a lot of other fans enjoyed seeing it. And I you know what, Gallows and Anderson, I think if anybody, I'm just happy for them. I'm happy for them because they know deep down they probably made a mistake extending the contract when they did with WWE. They should have went to AEW at the first opportunity. Didn't. Obviously got dealt a bad hand in leaving WWE, went over to Impact, have made their impact in Impact, excuse the pun, and now they've kind of ended up where they should have been in the first place. So yeah, I'm really happy for them. But yeah, guys, that was New Year's Smash Night 1. We're gonna get Night 2 next Wednesday, so can't wait for that with everything that's gone on this week. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you enjoyed this show, this review. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up. Every like really counts and helps this channel, so I appreciate that. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.